about thinking like a CEO. We all are CEO. Every business owner is a CEO. And yesterday I talked about so much about moving from the hustling trap to visionary mindset. So it's a when you look at yourself as a hustler, there's a limit to which you can. So when you move from that trap of being a hustler to a visionary person, you are moving to the path of creating a dynasty. You are moving to the path of creating a business that will outlive you. Many people don't build a business that outlives them. So once again, my name is James Olokesusi. I'm a business entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur and a business coach, and as well as a leadership coach. And I believe so much in transformation, because the greatest capital for any business is capital know-how. The capital you is the greatest capital. The moment you know all that you need to know in your business will not be limited, in spite of the fact that there's no money. There are several alternatives to money, and which competence is part of it, idea is part of it, the knowledge of the business, which is competence, like we said, is part of it, is key. And idea is part of it, like credibility is part of it, relationship is part of it. So, and integrity is as well. I mention as many alternatives to money. So when you think is all you need is just money, you are not getting it right. There are many alternatives to money when it comes to business. Oh, if I have enough money, I will do better than what I'm doing. If they give you 1 billion today, if you don't know the right thing you need to do, the business will still blow up and still contrast in the short time. So you need to get all the knowledge you need to get. So that's why thinking like a CEO is a bit of a foundational, fundamental basis for you to building a good business. Because like I said yesterday, many business owners only approach their business like an operator. They're working in the business rather than working on the business. So today I'll be talking about two things quickly. Talking about system and structure, building system and structure in your business, and as well as understanding the strategies and tactics to building your business. You see, those are two major areas you need to understand in business. So that's a system and structure. That's the first thing I'll talk about. Then I'll move to strategies and tactics. I really want you to have a pen and a paper anywhere you are. So also I'll be teaching from the book Thinking Like a CEO that I wrote, and I want you to have that book. The number one on that system is that look at system skills. Structure brings stability. System is understanding the business function, breaking them into processes, then be able to identify which roles to allot to individuals. That's where structure comes in. Everybody understands these roles, is job description. Everybody knows what it's supposed to do. That's structure. Either you are there, you are not there, your work is going. You document the processes, and your work is going on. So that's what system and structure is all about. And if you really want your business to go really far, you must think system. You must think the work must not be built on you alone. The moment the work is built on you alone, you are not building an empire. Don't forget, we always said, you don't grow big to manage well. You manage well to grow big. These are the things you need to be doing if you really want to really manage, grow big. Able to define roles, build team, create accountability. Like I said, you can't scale a business built on one person. You can't scale a business. And I talk about know your numbers. That means you have to be financially literate. You have to understand turnover does not equal profitability. Keep your records. Keep your book very well. You must understand the place of keeping your book very well. So that you always record your daily income, your cash flow, your profits, your taxes. So, and the last one I talked about, think legacy, not livelihood. Don't think about what do I eat today. Think about what am I building? Am I building an empire? Let me tell you, every business starts small, but it's built to become great. I said it yesterday, CNN started from one room, and they are all over everywhere today. The same great empire you are looking at today started in a very small space, and they are where they are today. So you should think legacy. Think legacy. Great business outlive their founders. Steve Jobs has gone to be with the Lord now. Yeah, Apple is still there. Apple is still making impact all over the world. So that's what business. You have to be thinking above yourself. Your children, let me tell you, education is no longer the only best legacy any longer. It is what you entrust into the hands of the children that becomes a legacy in their hands. Because many graduates are walking on the street without jobs. What their fathers have built, the legacy their father have built in terms of business that is able to transfer to the children, that's the legacy. That becomes a legacy. So you have to build a legacy. Think a business legacy that will make your family to be secured forever. So the question I want to quickly ask you is that what specific system currently runs in your business without your supervision? If you are not there today, what is a system that is available that if you are not there, that runs without you being there? I was trying to call somebody one time, trying to talk to him, and trying to use his Nigerian number to call him. Not only that, he has wrong the number. He was calling me. He said, I'm in America. I came for a rest. I said, what happened to your business? He said, I have a lot of guys who are in charge. Everybody knows what to do. The business goes on. While he took vacation to go for rest in abroad, the business was running here. So that's what makes your business to scale. That's what makes a business to scale. Now the second question is, would an investor find your business actually fundable or too dependent on you? If you're an investor, tend to invest in your business. If they discover your business only rests on you, they can't invest in such. We're out for an investment to pitch our idea to certain investor. One of the questions he asked us was that, is it the business depend on you? If one of you is not available today, will the business still go on? That means if one person dies today, will the business still go on? Every investor wants security. If investor will ask, if you die today, will that business still continue, or his money has gone to down the drain? So if an investor will take you seriously when you see you are registered and when you see you have built system. Even bank will take you seriously when they see you have built system and structure. Without you, when you are sick, when you are at the hospital, your business is still working. Now, the third question, quickly before I move to tactics and strategy because of our time, is that who can run your business if you are not available today? And have you trained them? Have you trained them? It's a thing we have to think about. Have you delegated? The first thing I told you before you can delegate, you have to master the process, document the process, train, and delegate. Delegate, but don't abdicate. You have to master the process. You have to document the process. You have to train and delegate. In fact, during the tactics, we have to talk so much about that because a lot of people, they feel that their staff cannot do it as best as they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they cannot do it like you, but they can learn and build together with you. Train them. Train them. You need to train them. You need to delegate. You need to delegate. Quickly, let's go to tactics and strategy because of our time. Because there we are going to continue almost where we stopped at this. So we are still on chapter 2 of the book. So what is tactics and what is strategy? Sun Tzu will say strategy without tactics is a waste of time, and tactics without strategy is as well. It's not going to achieve anything. So the two work hand in hand. Strategy is you understanding the vision, you understanding the picture of the future. Is working towards a certain height. Where are we going to? What do we want to achieve? How do we achieve what we want to achieve? So it's talking about where are you going to? How do we achieve what we want to achieve? It's always thinking about what, and it's talking about why. Why do we want to achieve what we want to achieve? It's looking at the big picture. Strategy is always thinking about the big picture. Why tactics are talking about how and when. Tactics are talking about now. What do we do now? Strategy talks about effectiveness. Where are we going to? Why tactics are talking about efficiency. What do we do now? How do we do what you're doing right in the right way? Effectiveness, which is strategy, is talking about where are we doing? Are we doing the right thing? Why tactics is talking about efficiency. Are we doing what you are doing the right way? Are we doing it rightly? So tactics and strategy is the key. Let's quickly look at an example of two business persons. Let's say one is Chioma, another one is Tunde. The two of them are bakers. They own a bakery. And Chioma she owns a bakery. She goes to market, buys materials or buy ingredients, and comes back, kneads it, and mix the flour, and knead it, and as well bake it, and it comes out very nice. She understands. She's so resourceful. She's so skillful. Very beautiful bread, and very tasty. And she sells, and she comes back to doing the account as well. After the night, she comes back to doing the account, and she becomes tired, fagged out. Now, Tune on the other side, Tune does not even get to go through the process. He has outsourced the process, which to people. Somebody is responsible for going to the market. Somebody mixes the flour. Somebody bakes it. He has a baker that bakes it. And the person that goes to the market comes back to sell. And they write a report and bring it to him. Tunde has time to think about expansion. Though Tunde started in a smaller way than Chioma, but Tunde will scale easily because he has time to think. He has time to think about expansion opportunities. He has time to think about strategy. What are we doing? Are we doing what we're supposed to be doing right? What's our brand? In a short time, Tunde has gone to 3 cities, while Chioma is still there doing a bakery by herself. That's why we say, when you do things yourself, you can't scale. You are going to be burned out. You are going to be so compressed. I've seen it tangibly all around. Many business owners trying to save money. I can't pay salary. I can't pay salary. You are doing it by yourself. You are plateaued. For many years, you are still moving around the chamber. Why Tunde has scaled, Chioma is still there in doing a small scale. That was what Sam Walton understood in 1962, that he was able to duplicate, very prolific, 38 Walmart within 8 years, 62 to 1970, because he understood understanding strategies and tactics. Now, let's move further, because when you understand strategy and tactics, you'll be able to understand what makes our business different. Why are we different from our competitors? You are able to build between the strategy and tactics. You are able to, each of them need themselves. A CEO must understand the two. A CEO must understand the place of strategy, must understand the place of tactics. For example, also, I can give you another example, just like a builder. A house, the architect designs the house, which is strategy. He gets the material. He looks at how the house will stand. While the bricklayer, which is tactics now, lays the block. Somebody designs the architecture, how this house will be. That's strategy. The bricklayer is tactical. It's tactical thinking. Lays the block, and it gets to ensure that he lays it well. So you can see, the architect is designing, is strategic. The bricklayer is tactical. The two of them, if the strategy is not there, the work will not have any direction. But if the tactics is not there, the work will not be done. So many businesses in Nigeria and Africa are such tactical level. They remain at tactical level. They don't scale. They are very good, fantastic doers, sophisticated doers, but they are highly skillful and resourceful, but they are not strategic. They don't look at the future. They are highly efficient, but they are not effective. They are doing the work right, but they are not doing the right thing. It's like cutting the grass. You send somebody to go and cut the grass. The person is so good. When he got to the place to cut, he cut somebody else's land. He didn't get to cut the right land, and he cut it so good. When you come, will you pay the person? The person is tactical but not strategic. He did not understand which place are we supposed to be cutting. Which land are we supposed to cultivate? He was cultivating on somewhere else, but he did it well. Highly tactical, but poorly strategic. Many Nigerian business owners are highly tactical. You are doing your business right, but are you doing it in the right way? Are you strategic? Are you thinking down the future, down the line? Are you looking at the market opportunities? Are you looking at what your competitors are doing differently? Are you looking at what can you do better? When you understand the strategy and tactics, then you are able to scale. You're able to move forward. Like I said, strategy is to understand the big picture. Is what do I want to achieve? How will I get there? It's about vision, direction, and as well as resource allocation. It's the long-term possibilities. Long-term possibilities. You are positioning yourself for a long-term, building a dynasty. Why tactics is talking about what are we doing now? It's efficiency. It's efficiency. So as a CEO, you must master both the strategic and tactical. You must never confuse yourself of the two. And you must come out of just being tactical. That's what we said earlier. We said there's 3 levels in organization. There's visionary level, there's operational level, there's executional level. The visionary level is strategic, looking at the big picture, the branding, the culture. What are we doing to? What are we doing? Where are we going to? What are we doing? Where are we going to? Direction. While the operational managers are tactical. How are we doing what we are doing today in the right way? How are we efficient with what we are doing? These are trainings we take all over to several companies, and we take to several schools that we are training business owners, school owners, company owners, executives, directors on the visionary mindset, visionary thinking, and we teach operational managers on tactical approaches, and executors, which are the staff that translate the vision to reality. These are the ones that talks about excellence. Are we paying attention to details? Are we translating this vision? Are we doing what we're supposed to be doing rightly? So as a round off is that I said it earlier, strategies are focusing on what and why, while tactics are focusing on how and when. They focus on how and when. So if you are looking at the case of that Chioma again, I want us to just quickly round off with that case of Chioma, because there are a lot of Chiomas out there. She's highly efficient. Her bread is delicious, but her customers are very loyal as well. But she has no system and structure. She has there's no system for scaling. She doesn't even train her workers. She believes she's the only best person that can do the work. She believes that without her, the business will die. Yeah, the day she becomes sick, the business eventually dies, because she has not put a concrete system in the train. So she doesn't train others. She's not thinking expansion. She's not even seeing thinking about expanding her market. She's working in the business rather than working on the business. Her focus is always operational, not strategic. This is common amongst our people. I was advising a business owner one time, get system in your fold. He said, no, I can't. I have to manage it like this. I said, how long will you continue like this? And the question I want you to ask yourself, you're a business person. If you're still building on yourself, if you're still the only one doing the business, how long are you going to continue like this? You are still thinking about one or two. You're a school owner. It's just you and few staff, and you are just there burying yourself. Look at the other part of the strategic, and like Tunde, who has time to think, who has time to look at the market, the expansion opportunity, who has time to look at branching, who has time to think. That's why in Africa we don't take vacation, because we think vacation is luxury, and that's the way we can think. That's when we take our time to think. We take our time to think. Like many tailors are very skilled at measuring, at cutting, at designing clothes and lots of that, but they are poor at strategic. They can style people, but they can't train others. They can't train other apprentices. They can't expand their business. It's just one shop. For 10 years, just one shop. Who did this one to us? We need to come out of this mindset, myopic mindset of just being tactical. We have to move to the level of being strategic, whereby we are looking. Many pastors are like that as well. They are the only anointed person. They are the only one who knows how to do it, how to minister. They are the best teacher. They are the best anointed person. Other pastors can't do it. And the day you fall down and collapse, that's why you know that many people can do it. You must build a system and structure in your church to expand the church, for the church to grow. The church can't grow on you alone. It has to grow on the wings of many people who are assisting you and who understand a defined roles. Not that they are just confused. As you have to define the roles. You have to delegate with understanding, not abdicating, but you are delegating. That's what makes you a CEO. That's what makes you a general overseer. Being able to delegate, put structure in the fold. Go and watch our video on business angle of ministry. So when we talk about the strategic people, is that they design the blueprint of an organization before laying the foundation. We've talked about that. They don't just rush into business. They understand the opportunity. They ask the question, what is my market? Or who is my market? Also, they understand who are my customers. A lot of people don't understand their customers. Your customer might be different from your consumer. You are selling baby pad, baby diaper, and your customer is the mother, but the consumer is the baby. So you must understand the difference on how you sell the idea. You are a school owner. Your customers are the parents, but the consumers are the children. So if the children don't like your school, the proprietor was telling me, he said the child was taken from their place. The parents said they tried to convince their child, a 4-year-old child, the school is good. He said, no, I don't like the school. I want another school. That other school, I want the other school. He said, but stay in that school. He said, no, I don't want a school. The school, the child left. Oh, he said, no, I don't care about the child. You care about the customer alone. Now, you must understand who your customer is, who your consumer is. That's what you're thinking as a CEO. And you are thinking expansion. That's strategic. You are thinking branding. You are thinking sustainability from day one. That's what makes you strategic. So if you have any question, you can begin to write your question. And like I said, just let us know where you are looking at watching from. Just like the button, press the like button, subscribe, so that you can get some of our videos that are coming. Next week we're going to be having one day on doing business in Nigeria on Thursday afternoon. Specifically, we're going to be having a program online doing business in Nigeria. So we're going to be talking about that. So like we ran off, a tactical thinker says, let me undo it myself. A strategic thinker says, how can I build system and others can run? That strategic owners, even when they are not there, the business is going on. So don't work in your business, work on your business. Take time. That's what makes Jeff Bezos at the beginning of that organization called Amazon. The man was always taking more time to build, to think, more time to meditate, more time to read. That's what makes you a CEO. You are going for conferences, you are going for learning, for training. You have time to go for conferences, to training. But when you are the only person, how do you go out to learn more? And the more you learn, the further you go. The more you know, the better you grow as well. So you need to understand, come to the level of strategic, and you'll get it better. Get the book, Think Like a CEO, or Thinking Like a CEO. Is on the platform. If you have not seen the link, you can chat us. We'll send you the link, and through Seller you can get that. So write it off that as a strategic business owner, document the processes, understand your SOP, standard operating procedures. You can use technology to automate and as well hire or train effectively. Delegate, don't abdicate. Delegate, don't abdicate. People can do it. I told one business owner, I said, let others train others. Don't collapse. Don't kill yourself. He said, no. They will steal my money. They will do this one. They will do that one. You see, if you don't trust people enough, yes, understandable. They must steal your money. But you need to look out for parameters to control thefts. Stealing your money is not the reason why you must not build structure and system. You must look for parameters to build control, whereby your money is secured. Because you can't grow big by not managing well. You can't grow big by not putting system in place. You can't grow big like that. So that's what I have for you today. So you reach out to us, to James Olokesusi once again. So subscribe, like it, chat us, send us a message. Let's know where you're watching from. And if you want to invite us to speak in your event, this number on the screen, or in any of our comment section, you will see our number there by which you can reach out to us. Invite us to your organization for training, either leadership and entrepreneurship. You want to invite us? You can see our number there. I'll put it there for you to see. And you want to invite us to your church for training, you can invite us. Somebody talked to me, he said, I really want you to come and speak to our men because they are so gullible. He said, you have to teach them on purpose. So Men's Day is coming, even in our place, we're going to be having training for our men. So we need to, if you want to invite us, the numbers are there. For any conference, for training, and for organizational training, so we train organizations, move from organization to organization to train, and here and there. So, all right, stay blessed. Reach out to us. So next week, watch out for next week.